a mixed workout where we're using dumbbells or whatever weights you have at home. So we're going to start with some goblet squats where we're doing 40 seconds on and 10 seconds rest, 3 rounds. So goblet squats, bent over row and flies, deadlifts, squats, curls and press, and toe taps, or I'll show you the lower variations if you're not quite ready to be lifting both feet off the floor. So here we go, starting the timer. Getting ready for goblet squats. I've got a 2 kg weight in each hand, so I'm going to hold them both up to make 4 kgs. Feet comfortable, pelvic floor and transverse abdominals activated. You can do your pelvic floor tester at the bottom. If you can recontract, you can continue with your squats, or you'll need to make some adjustments like not squatting quite so deep, having a chair behind you for added support. So that's halfway. I'm just going to turn the timer up. Keep checking in on pelvic floor, transverse abdominals. Breathing.
Rest.
Good. Now getting ready for bent over row and flies. Activate pelvic floor, transverse abdominals. Squeeze your shoulder blades every time. On the row, keeping your arms nice and close to your body, flying out to the side. Slow and controlled.
Halfway there.
Keep squeezing, keep checking in on pelvic floor and transverse abdominals when you've been switched on for that support.
10 seconds. Rest.
Good. Deadlifts. Now you may choose to lose the weights for deadlifts and just do body weight, or you can hold them.
Let's go.
Activate and tipping. I'm doing more stiff-legged deadlifts here. I prefer them in terms of getting a nice feeling down the back of your legs, but if you like to do your more standard
Halfway
deadlifts, then you can. When you're coming up from your deadlift, you imagine that you're
10 seconds.
closing a car door with your hips. You're not doing that, but you are coming nice and upright.
Rest.
Good. Squats, curls and press.
Let's go.
Activate. Checking in on pelvic floor and transverse abdominals.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
And now toe taps or heel slides or knee lifts.
Last round.
So activate, so there's your heel slides, knee lifts, knee lift extension or toe taps. If you don't need to hold your core, checking in on your pelvic floor and transverse abdominals.
Halfway there.
If you know that they're switched on the entire time, you can use your arms for dead bugs. Keep breathing, keep checking in. Your core shouldn't be expanding. If it is, then you know you're not ready to have both feet off the ground.
Rest.
All right, round 2 for goblet squats.
Let's go.
Activate. Good lots of squats in today's workout.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Nearly there. Keep checking in. One more.
Rest.
Alright, bent over row and flies. So if you find it quite confusing alternating between the two, you might want to do half your
Let's
reps. So half the timer as row, like so. And then at halfway, changing to flies. Squeezing the back, arms close to the body.
Halfway there.
Flies.
Ten seconds.
Checking in on pelvic floor, transverse
Rest.
abdominals. Done. Deadlifts. So with or without your weights.
Let's go.
Activate, tip, up.
Halfway there.
Keeping your back nice and flat. The aim is not to reach as low to the ground
10
as possible.
seconds.
You should have none of this happening.
Rest.
Alright, squats, curls and press. You may want to do more of a sumo squat for this one.
Let's go.
If you are doing sumo, take out the curl because your legs are in the way. And just make it squats and press. Keep checking in on
Halfway
pelvic
there.
floor with your feet wider. It's going to be more challenging to stay switched on.
10 seconds. Rest.
Good, and then picking your option for toe taps, knee slides, heel slides to toe taps.
Last round.
Remember your other options, you got heel slides, knee lift, or knee lift extension. Keeping your core nice and supported.
Halfway there.
Make sure your pelvic floor still
10
activated.
seconds.
Any feelings of bearing down, you've gone a step too far.
Rest.
Okay, we've got one more round. Goblet squats.
Let's go.
Activate. Sitting your weight back and down, making sure that your knees aren't travelling out over your toes.
Halfway there.
Check in on the pelvic floor. Transverse
10
abdominals.
seconds.
Nearly there.
Rest.
Bent over row and flies. So you can do whichever option feels best for you, whether it's alternating or half and half.
Let's go.
Activate, squeeze the shoulder blades.
Halfway
changing if you're doing half and half. Check in on pelvic floor and transverse abdominals.
10 seconds.
Nearly there.
Rest.
Deadlifts. Remember your two options. You've got stiff-legged
Let's go.
or your bent-legged deadlifts. As I said earlier, I prefer stiff-legged. Keeping your back flat, core tight, pelvic floor activated.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Alright, and for the next one, you can either do sumo squats and press or squats, curls and press.
Let's go.
Activate.
Halfway there.
Nearly at the end of this round.
10 seconds. Rest.
Good, and heel slides to toe taps.
Last round.
Activate well. That's your options. Keep breathing, supported.
Halfway there.
The further away you tap your foot from your body, the harder it is on your core. So you could play around with the distance.
10 seconds.
Check your pelvic floor still activated. Transverse abdominals switched on.
Well done.
And we are done with that circuit. We have a Tabata style workout now. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, 4 rounds. We're going to do some gallop or side steps, mountain climbers, rainbows and hoppers. So starting the timer now, getting ready for side steps. So you're in a bit of a squat for this one.
Let's go.
So this is your high intensity option. You can do more low intensity. So just 20 seconds on. Checking in on the pelvic floor, making sure that it can handle
Rest.
the gallop into mountain climbers. So different options, we do some tap backs, lower intensity,
Let's go.
like so, or on the incline, or run it on the incline, down on the floor, stepping it, or running it. So pick the option that works for you and your pelvic floor.
Rest.
Okay, then we're on all fours, so remember your different wrist positions, or if your wrist really can't take it, forearms, rainbows,
Let's go.
up and over, like you're tracing a rainbow with your toes. Activate through pelvic floor and transverse abdominals, staying nice and stable through the core.
Rest.
One leg done, getting ready for the second side. Change wrist positions if you need to.
Let's go.
Activate. so now for hovers. Tucking your toes, activating and lifting. If you can't lift your weight completely, so if you can't lift your weight off your knees, the action of activating and attempting to lift your weight is still going to be strengthening through your core. So always activate first and lift. To add an extra challenge, tap back.
Rest.
There we go, that's your first round done. Back to side steps. Staying low if you can. Remember your low intensity option.
Rest.
Then getting ready for mountain climbers. Pick your option. Tap backs, incline or on the floor.
Let's go.
Activating through pelvic floor and transverse abdominals.
Rest.
And then on all fours for rainbows. Maybe start with the other side this time. Oops. Nice big rainbow. Activating, supporting.
Rest.
Second side.
Let's go. Rest.
All right. And hovers. Tucking your toes. Activate, either lifting the weight, lifting your knees, tapping back if you can, staying really still and supported. Activate.
Rest.
All right, so we're halfway through. Back to side steps.
Let's go.
So if you're getting tired, don't feel ashamed to drop down to the lower intensity option if that's what you need to do to keep that pelvic floor control. Never push ahead if you're not ready to.
Rest.
Mountain climbers.
Let's go.
So stepping it or jogging if you can. Try not to let your head drop down here. Keep your head supported. Pelvic floor, transverse abdominals switched on.
Rest.
Rainbows.
Let's go.
Big up and over. Really working through your glute, supporting through your core.
Rest.
Get ready for your second side.
Let's go. Rest.
into our last round now. Side steps.
Let's go.
Staying low. Check in on the pelvic floor, transverse abdominals.
Rest.
Good, done. Side steps are finished. Mountain climbers.
Let's go. Rest.
Rainbows.
Let's go.
Staying supported, activated.
Rest.
You ready for the second side?
Let's go. Rest.
Alright, and last lot of hovers coming up. So remember your different options. Holding for up to about 5 seconds, or as long as you can. Keep checking in on pelvic floor, transverse abdominals. If you do this one in front of a ranch slider or a mirror,
Well done.
then you'll be able to check in that you're keeping your core nice and stable and your back nice and flat and still.